Hi guys, I welcome you in this wonderful video. So today we are going to be speaking about retest. So this is a price movement which usually happens in a range or in a trend. So basically it happens wherever there is a breakout. So here in this trend we can see that price, when it is moving up, it is usually breaking its previous high. We can see here it broke it. We can see even here it broke it. We can see even here. So that's how a trend moves. If it is moving up, it moves by breaking its previous high, and if it is moving down, it moves by breaking its previous low. So wherever there is a breakout, that's where we are expecting a retest. So what is a retest? A retest is usually when the resistance level in an uptrend, when the resistance level shifts and become a support level. So I hope that is making sense. So here we have a resistance level here, and it's changed and become a support. So this is a retest. This is called a retest. Why? Because the price comes back and tests that level which it firstly treated as a resistance. So the level which was treated as a resistance is retested into a support. So this method is what we use to usually enter our trades when we are trading in a trending market or in a range. This is a technique that is very, very accurate, because usually price action behaves in a manner of support and resistance. That's the most basic part of price action, that price respond to supply and demand levels or zones. So then first, what you need to do as a trader, if you are to be using retest method, it is making sure that you pay attention to every level. Usually when the market is moving up, you should always indicate your levels. Whenever the market is moving up, always indicate your levels. That's one of the first steps that you need to be doing as a trader. Always pay attention to the levels of the price and always indicate them even before the price can form or can approach that level. For an example, in this case, you can extend this level before price can reach it, and you can extend that level, and you can see already that price is reacting from this level, because even on the past it treated that level as some kind of a resistance. So then what you need to be doing, for an example, in this uptrend, you need to be focusing. Let me erase everything. You need to be focusing on price when it is approaching that level. Remember that you indicated this level as a resistance. Then your job is to focus on how the price behave when it approaches this level. That's how you're gonna get an entry. But you're not just gonna buy immediately when the price approaches that level. Firstly, what you have to keep in mind is that usually when price is about to change from a pullback into an impulsive, or from a corrective wave into an impulsive, it here in the area of change, or in this position where change occurs, it usually happens in a form of in transition, or in a form of some kind of a pattern. It is not likely that you're gonna see just a V, although it usually happens, for an example, in this case. But these are the cases where it becomes a little bit hard for a trader to make a decision, because there isn't an in transition. But usually price will move or will change direction through in transition. As you can see, where I'm indicating, there's usually in transition when price is being handed over from the corrective into the impulsive wave. So your job as a price action trader, it is to pay attention into what is happening inside the transition, meaning you don't have to form you don't have to bring meaning only to the trend. You also have to bring meaning to this corrective wave, which is which brings me to patterns within a pattern. You have to focus or observe patterns within the bigger pattern. For example, here you have to focus how the market flows. That's why you're gonna include, if you like precision, you're gonna go to smaller time frames. But if you can observe a pattern even in a bigger time frame, that's where you need to be identifying the pattern or the manner through which the corrective wave is being formed. For an example, in this case, we can see that it is in a form of a wedge. It's a descending wedge. So once you identify this pattern, that's when you have to wait for a breakout. So even in the breakout, you can see that there is a small retest here, even in the breakout. However, as a trader, what you need to know is that you should avoid by all means buying earlier or taking a decision or a trade earlier before you can observe a pattern. Always pay attention to how the price is behaving in the corrective wave. For example, here you can see that it started in a transition and then it went all the way down. Once it went all the way down, there was this ascending channel here. So you can see that after the breakout of the channel, that was the right place for you to execute a trade. So I hope that is making sense. So same thing applies even on this next corrective wave here. You can see that price went all the way down to this level, which was previously a resistance, and then it came back to be support. But however, you shouldn't just make a buying decision immediately when this level is touched, maybe here or here, but you should observe how this pattern is being formed, and then after a breakout, that's when you can make a decision. So what I'm trying to say is that a retest is not just there to give you just an immediate entry. It is there to say, now the impulsive wave is coming, pay attention. So then that's why you have to pay attention and take a decision. Even in this level, which I said it's hard to enter from it, at least this level which was retested, or this key level which acted as a resistance and then as a support, at least it gives us some kind of a signal here that okay, it might happen that price can react. So if you are also a trader or observe candlestick patterns, you can say that there's a reversal candlestick pattern. So it is always important to identify the levels before you can see their results. For example, here, make sure that you identify the level and wait for the price to reach that level or approach that level. Always make sure that you have your levels indicated and just wait for price to react onto this level. However, it can happen that price can break out this level, and that's why you have to wait for a retest or just trade the breakout immediately. So I hope this is making sense. So thank you for watching this video.